Okay, so what do you need most to succeed in tech? Okay, so before we kind of get into the skills and the soft skills that you need, let me just share a quick story as to how I even got into this world in the first place. I've always had like admin assistant roles. Um, Thought to go to the corporate ladder, and I was gonna work my way up and all of that stuff. And yeah, since I was pregnant with my oldest daughter in 2008, I started looking for work from home jobs. And honestly, I just didn't really find anything. After a while, I found like a customer service job, which I enjoyed. It just allowed me to be at home with my kids. So I was happy with that. Fast forward, I was just in a situation where I really needed to be at home with the kids, but I also needed to bring in some type of finances. And I really didn't know what to do. At that point, I already had my Upwork profile for like 5 years, didn't get anything. I got an invitation out of the blue just to be a general admin assistant. And I was very happy because that opened the door for me to get access to the tech world and digital marketing. I had no idea that that world even existed. I didn't even know that was a thing. I didn't even know that it was even around. Like, I was totally clueless. I was totally such a newbie, right? But the soft skills that I'm about to share with you are the reasons why I was able, and I am able, to be successful in tech, right? That there's a lot of different, before I even get to those soft skills, there's a lot of different variations when it comes to tech. And what I'm talking about is more for digital marketing. So my pillars in digital marketing tech is going to be like building websites, building funnels, helping people manage their CRMs, doing membership sites, right? Those are the pillars that I'm talking about. So again, that opportunity opened the door for me. And because it opened the door for me, you know, I wasn't necessarily professionally taught. I was self-taught, right? And that's one of the skills that I'm going to share with you. And that's how I was able to move forward and just kind of be successful. Like, these soft skills help me to build my technical skills to be able to be where I'm at today. And it's almost 9 years actually, which is really crazy. But hey, I'm blessed. I'm thankful. So let's just go ahead and hop right into the skills. So the first skill is problem solving. Like, you have to be able to solve problems, because as much as you can QA things and you triple check and you double check, sometimes things just break. Like, it could be something that you did, and it can also be something that you had no control over, right? Like, the tool just shut down out of nowhere, which has definitely happened, right? And it's like, okay, what can we do next? What's going to be the next thing to do, right, to solve that? Like, you kind of have to be on your toes with that. You have to be like, either something was working and it's broken, or, you know, they're like, hey, there's a problem here and we want to avoid this problem. How can we do that, right? Like, people are going to be looking for you to answers. Now, that doesn't mean you have to give the answers super quick. It doesn't mean you have to be a know-it-all. Those are not the things that I'm saying. What I'm saying is you have to be able to solve problems, right? You have to have that skill. You have to be able to solve problems, because problems are going to happen in tech. No matter what happens, right? You can be the best of the best. It's just not going to happen. And any online entrepreneur that supports online launches is very familiar with this. As much as you can have everything ready, you know, you learn like, okay, I have to be ready, because something could be breaking, could be broken. Like, I normally don't work on the weekends, but I know when a launch is going to happen. I try to be more attentive, and I always give like my cell phone number, right? Just so if there is an emergency, that's when I will be willing to come in on the weekend to fix it, right? Because that's important. But again, we'll get to more of that details at another time. So problem solving is a soft skill that you have to have. And really, that's what has helped me a lot be able to move forward, because like I said, I was self-taught. I had someone teach me like simple basics, but as long as I got my hands on the tool and I knew what the client wanted, I was going to figure out how to make it happen. That's just kind of my nature. So now the second skill, which on all of these skills are going to really tie in together, but it's researching, right? Part of problem solving is, let me research the answer. It's like research and learning is kind of the same thing. That's what I would put those two together, research and learning, because you have to research. Google and YouTube will be your best friend. You will also probably have to invest in like courses or certain masterminds, right? Like I am currently in certain tech masterminds and certain tech courses, so I can be in a community of other people in case I need help. You know, I can go to them if I need to, and vice versa. Okay, so that's where that researching, loving to learn comes in, because you have to go out there and find a theory, right, to test on. Find something like, hey, I think this is going to be the answer. Okay, so now this is actually going to lead me to my third skill, which is like testing. You have to be able to test things. It's like I have my research. I did my research. I love learning. I have a hypothesis, a theory that I think can actually help fix this problem. And researching, right, and testing that theory out is how you're actually going to know, hey, this is going to work. This is working. That's great. Now we can do this moving forward. Or, man, that didn't work. I got to go back to the drawing board. I got to come up with something else that allows me to be able to fix this problem, right? So like I mentioned, when I first got this invitation for this admin assistant job, one of the tech tools that they needed help with was called Infusionsoft. And Infusionsoft is like a sales and marketing automation tool, like for small businesses. If you're serious about automation and in your business, not only just your marketing as well, it's such a great tool for you. It's actually called Keep now, but I'm old school. I'm used to saying Infusionsoft. That's when I kind of came in and got started with the business. But anyway, you know, I had somebody teach me just the very basics, but then I went out and I tried to look for any gig that I can find that was related to that tool, because that helped improve my skills. And once I learned that tool, it's like then I learned the other tools as well, and I kept learning and testing and researching, right? It's kind of like, here's a problem, right? A client comes to you with a problem. I'm researching, I'm learning to figure out what's a way to solve it, and I test it to see if it works. And if it works, I'm going to use that. And now I know I add it to my tool belt of the list of tools and things and solutions that I have available. And if it doesn't work, man, this doesn't work, and we got to go back to the drawing board, but that's okay. And honestly, these 3 soft skills have helped me to be able to now have the technical skills, right? Because there's always going to be some people that know more than you. There's always going to be people that know less of you, that know less than you. But as long as you don't mind problem solving, you don't mind researching, learning, you don't mind testing out theories to make sure that things are actually working, then hey, you will definitely succeed in tech. And I'm talking about digital marketing tech, because that's my lane, that's my field, that's what I know. Okay, so if you like this video, you know, like, follow, comment. I would love to just hear from you. And actually, what skills do you think? Do you think you have all 3 of these skills, or do you have one of them, a couple? Like, do you have any of these skills below? Comment and below. I would love to just hear your thoughts if you have these skills. And if you don't have them, there's no shame. This is just to help, you know, moms out there decide if digital marketing tech is right for them or not. See you next time.